You're tapping in on another exclusive. Tito.tv presents Fallout 4 episode 161. It is Sunday, and we're on the weekend wrap-up. We hope you all had a great week, a great weekend. We're jumping right back into Fallout. We've been featuring Fallout a lot, and if you're new here, I can briefly catch you up, so don't worry. Fallout 4, the Game of the Year edition, includes all content and map packs. We currently are pretty far into the game, and we're level 90 something, level 93, 94. We have managed to take Reaper, which is the character that we've been playing with, and get him into the Nukaworld Park. As we push into the Nukaworld Park and do the missions, it's been fucking tough, I won't lie. The Nukaworld has been a lot harder than the original OG game, which I'm cool with. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you help me out and hit the like button. Find more of my content by searching my name up, or you can search for the key term KvKGsG. Now, on the last episode, we were able to push a little bit further into the Nukaworld Park, but we were not able to go all the way in. Now, with all that being said, 6 classic expansions and 150 pieces of Creation Club content. We're going to be getting into all that here in just a little bit. We did manage to go live yesterday, and I will say that it was quite the experience, I should say. Now, this has been one of the long-going series that we have, and I've been stuck on the Nukaworld area for quite some time now, to be honest with you. And I am hoping, praying, pleading that we have a decent live stream as we go into the Sunday weekend wrap-up. We're going to give a little bit of time for those to tap in on the notifications. The notification squad tap-ins have been a little bit lower since I've came back. That's what happens when you take a break. We took a break from October out to now into December, and we brought it back with a bunch of new and more coming. Also, be on the lookout. We'll be having more content coming to the page, as long as other pages as well. However, the live streams, as you know, will always be a thing. However, we'll be doing some edited content, so I hope you all are excited to be able to catch some of Tito's first ever edited content. And also, me having over 4,000 videos will take thousands of hours to be able to sift through content. And at the current moment, don't worry, I have literally taken every extra bit of time, and I've been sifting through the content. This year, I plan on taking the 4,000 videos, making shorts out of them, making edits, and depending on what we end up making for the first few edits, we'll see how that goes. And last but not least, I definitely going to be doing some content on reviews, whether it be restaurants, shopping, or a item. I seem to really do a good job on reviewing things. That is the news and updates for Tito.tv from the KvKGsG. We're going to give a few more minutes now that we're done with our news and announcements. I think you know what's coming up next, which is Tito Time. If you're not familiar with Tito Time, briefly let you know and give you a synopsis. Tito Time is a 420 friendly event where he gives you and he gives him ample opportunity to load up a special substance. This 420 special substance has been counted down, and when he says cheers, you can join in with your lighter and your substance, and you and him can join together in harmony as we toke away to a peaceful world. Speaking of peace, I'm from the United States, where we are not being very peaceful. Holy shit, the world has been spinning like a damn top. And boy, is it interesting. Welcome to Tito.tv. Fuck, let's do it. Tito.tv is an 18 and up mature audiences only. However, if you are younger and you're watching, make sure you got your parents' permission, or at least sneak around to where they won't catch you. Basically, you will always find me on YouTube, but we're now starting to expand. And everyone, if you want to, go look up my Twitch, as Twitch will be being used starting in February. We will be doing dual transmission live streams. A dual transmission just means that both areas, YouTube and Twitch, will be live at the same time. We will not play Fallout 4 all day. We're going to get in, and I want to bust some ass. So, as we give a little bit of time as we go, we're going to go ahead and do a Tito time, and we'll kill the rest of the time me. Three, two, one, cheers. All right.
Looks like we got ourselves a good, safe spot to take a breather.
All right, guys. So on episode 160, we fucking struggled. Like, this area has been a fucking pain in my fucking ass. You basically have to get these star cores. I have managed to pretty much get everything done, but I'm so exhausted I need a bed. There is a bed somewhere, but I don't remember. And I don't do well with the way this place is set up. However, we were able to finish out the Starforge core. So we got the one back there, so now we just have to continue to look. I don't know if I'm about to rock it, see. Okay, they're done. It's Among the Stars is done. Alright, so we got star cores outside, and then everybody in the club getting tips. 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 Everybody in the club, everybody in the club getting tips. Everybody in the club getting tips. Everybody in the club getting tips. Bounce, 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 bounce. Everybody in the club getting tips. Come on, little Bubba. Yeah, little baby, we gon' make it. I'm a straight, and you know I got muggle ladies, and you know I'm in Mercedes. Pool, baby, got the pool in the back. Once you come and take a swim, I'm the man, it's a known fact. I'ma know how to act. Break a jaw, that's a paw, yeah. Break a jaw, that's a paw. Breaking jaw, Jake Paul, fall. Jake Paul, break a jaw, then he fall. What if he faked a broke jaw? Sight, that shit broke as hell. Ah, ah. You're real funny there, buddy. Oh, I saw Jim Dougie.
Sweet.
Thank you.
I'm gonna trust you.
Thank you. Thank you. Alright, bro. Aye, Captain. The Roadco Battle Zone. Alright, we got 6 in here.
Welcome to the Rockco Battle Zone. Please find a seat. Our next show begins in just 5 minutes.
Bro, I'm a beast when it comes to it. Diamonds are forever. Ah! Hey, that shit about got my ass. Sit your ass down. I ain't playing with the robots today. We gonna go at 'em hard. I don't even know what the hell I just picked up. Hey, there's one right there. Alright, that's 1 out of 6.
There we go.
Hell yeah, all these fuses. I'll take all that shit. What you gonna do when they pull up on you? Alright, so this opens the Robco zone area. What is this, the door to the outside? Alright, we got 2 more in the Galactic Zone grounds. Mm. 3, 4, 5. Alright, we got 5 dirty bottles. 5 dirty bottles of beer on the wall. La 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 la. We take one down, we pass it the shit around. 99 bottles of beer on the wall. Yeah, boy, yeah. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Yeah, boy. I'm almost wonder. Alright, got some shit on me again. We know it's not in there. I'm almost wondering, like, I went to most areas. Well, what is it, 1 or 2 left? Fucking, I don't know, though. God, I'm not too sure. Spacewalk's there. Alright, we made some, let's hear it from the boys. Let's hear it from the man.
Place all fortified like this. It's gotta be for a reason.
Gotta be for a reason. Alright, let's do it. At this point, it's just about pride. There we go.
Nice.
All right.
Assaultron class combat robot to unknown interloper.
Alarm. Review
Yourself
landing.
immediately.
All right, we need to drink a little bit of. We need some alcohol. Give it to me one thing. Why is this highlighted? Give it to me, baby. Hello. No, streaming, what are you doing? That's fine. What are you wanting to do? Your Netflix? Well, it's not been a day. Well, that's great. I didn't think you'd be able to see anything in one day, though. Well, just because of what me and you read, you know, they said, well, I didn't see anything for a week, and some of them didn't see it at all. And then there was some that said that I see a little bit after a day. But then again, his might be so severe. Nice. Got you. So basically you had to have a custom one that'll allow it. So they basically run one. None of that technology is cheap. Didn't. You can't. I feel like you can't justify it because the stuff inside costs a certain amount. You know what I mean? Yeah, right. Aim at one thing and hit another. I mean, if it's gonna have a shotgun effect, that's fine by me, and as long as it's possible. Well, then take your phone and practice doing like a selfie, right? And go. You know how to use your phone to go to a video. I mean, it's not hard. And then what I'll do is when I come over, I'll at least throw it in a folder. And then when I have time, when I spend the night, I'll help you edit and show you how. It's not hard to edit because, you know, your main thing is keeping up with all your video files. And you can do better than me. I know how to do it, I just don't do it. I can show you, though. It's like I can show people how to live, but I can't live it. I appreciate it. I'm going to have better ones coming, I think. I'm excited. The dogs tried to fight over top of an 8-foot fence today. Yeah, I don't know how they were able to do it, but I don't know. Ace and Wolf tried to fight each other over the fence. Fucking idiots, dude. Yeah, I went out there and scolded them, and then I had to chase them down because they were literally like, I don't know how the hell these dogs are so fucking. Yeah, I don't know how they're able to jump that high and grab each other. It's insane. I'm not sure. I had to separate them. But Ace was running around like a maniac, and my hand got caught in his collar, so I got rug burn on my hand so bad that it made it bleed. Yeah, they're big fuckers.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But I'm thankful.
are you ready
Yeah.
for incredible action?
No, they just. Yeah, exactly. Crazy thing is I yelled, and the only dog that listened was my dog. My dog ran to the back and sat, which is fucking weird because maybe she was like, yeah, I'm not getting in this. I'm not making no more mistakes. Right. Yeah. She's barely able to come inside now. Can't trust her. Well, but it could, you know, like, it can be good, though.
It's time for a head-to-head matchup with the mighty Nuvatron.
Scanners detecting sentient. Weapons hot.
Right. Well,
Engaging target.
they're off to a good start. Yeah, that's right. Doing the room ain't do you no good.
Like the vaporizer, he can take his tea bags with him on vacation and stuff. So this works. It's like it's going to. We just don't know to what extent.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if it gets up just a few little here's and there's, it could be put into a combination of something.
Right. Well, I figured between the inhalation therapy and the tea and the drops, taking it every day.
Yeah.
Putting it in his coffee. I can put the drops in his coffee. I can put it in his beer. I can put it in anything. And they said the taste isn't bad. He said they could go. He didn't taste bad.
Alright.
I got 150 bags. I bought the big bag.
I guess it's not very, I mean, I guess that, you know, I guess it's just, I wouldn't even know what to think what it would taste like.
Like tea. I mean, most of them, they just have that flat tea taste.
Plant taste.
It's like when the fish have plant taste. It's like a English one. So I drink mine with lemon and pure acidness. Tea bag.
Right.
But it puts the honey in his as soon as started making like the sweeter. So I'm crossing my fingers. I just wanted to tell you the good news, and I'll see you tomorrow. So
Okay.
I'm back to coming and spending the night.
Okay, well, that's good.
Netflix later on.
Well, I just want you to get it out of the way and do it, but you always do this. No, we're not going to put it off. I want you to go to Netflix. It takes me 30 seconds to register the TV, so that way you don't have to be bothered, because
To do it now,
that's fine. Yeah, no, that's totally fine. Because what it's gonna, because it's gonna allow me at first, I didn't understand why it would do that. But then I realized we've gotten 2 new TVs, and I forgot about that. Remember when we moved the TV out? That's the one I did Netflix on. No, I went and looked. I went and looked online, and that's what it was. Yeah, and the TV even says that one ain't registered.
Okay, it says, nottito@gmail.com, create an account to enjoy your own Netflix today.
Yep.
And then it says at the bottom, did you get it wrong? You have options. Update Netflix household.
Yep.
I'm traveling.
Update Netflix household.
Update Netflix household, David. Okay. Netflix is already set up for this account. You need to update the current Netflix household to watch here. It's a collection of devices. Update Netflix household. We'll send instructions to Tito@gmail.com. Send email.
Yep.
We sent an email to the owner of the account at Tito, and it just says, stay on this screen until you complete the updates.
Okay. All right, I'm going into Netflix.com. Okay, your old TV here forms. Stacy would like to watch on her new TCL. Yep, that's exactly what it was. I was exactly right.
It is. It's on her new TCL, so Stacy's trying to watch the Netflix.
Yep. Okay, so we never. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, we never did. I installed it on that TV, but we never watched anything. Does that make sense? Remember?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
And you're right. We did get on there, but remember, Mama, we never watched anything. We went to HBO, if I'm not mistaken. Wasn't that? Yeah, because we watched the movie. Remember, me, you, and David.
Right.
We watched motherfucker, Final Destination.
So, yeah, Final Destination.
God, I hate getting old.
Right.
I can't zip out shit. It's like I think of everything, but it's just not as fast as it used to be. But that's all it was.
Will David's name work as well?
Yeah, everybody's name should work.
Everybody's name will work. Okay.
And that way, when he watches something, because his football and stuff will pop up for him, and the boxing, and then.
Oh my God! He was watching football games that weren't televised on.
Yeah,
$350 we paid. He watched it on fucking Prime Video.
Well, they're selling these things to these different people now. So like CBS hates it because now they're not exclusive anymore. So now if you're gonna see everything, you gotta have Netflix, you gotta have fucking Prime, you've gotta have all these different fucking things.
Yeah, I had to make Faith help me pay for it.
That's fine.
She
already wants YouTube Premium, so I told her when she moves in that y'all could talk about it. But I mean, y'all gonna have to buy a family plan. I can't afford to take her on as well.
Yeah, let her.
I'm already taking on, us 3. I can't take a 4th one on. I'm saying so.
Yeah.
Because then I would have to move it to a family plan.
Right. Well, shit, move it to a family plan and make her pay the whole thing and say, okay, we're giving you HBO free. We're giving you this, and this.
I was
still cheaper than
I was looking at it, and I think later on, about March, when we can sit down, I think I could set up a package and, like, depending on, your ways of viewing.
Yeah.
But your shit keeps going up. I know you had another hike of like $20.
I know, and it's ridiculous.
So now it's bumping it no more north of 400. So we're gonna have to do something because we can get all the same channels, even if we got to scream, shout, and holler. But I do want to. I was gonna bring up. I don't know if you know this or not. I'm gonna ask you. When we did our phones, do we pay for the phones and AT&T owns them, correct?
No, we're paying for them.
To own them?
Yes.
We need to find out how much we owe on them. Because on mine. Because I'm going to try to pay it off and update mine because I'm fucking still pissed off that, y'all got the updated one. Now, mine's going to have to be upgraded before
They just sent me a message from AT&T, I think, on my email or my messages. We'll look at it tomorrow. That said they're offering, if you trade your phone in for 2025,
Yeah.
It includes AT&T phones because I'm a customer, and they'll upgrade it to.
Oh, well, yeah, there's all kinds of deals. But one thing that I wanted to kind of stress was, yeah, we can do that, but I think at the end of the day, it's better off, even Grandpa agrees, to go ahead and buy the fucking phone outright and own it so that they don't have me nailed to the damn ground. Because, at that point, basically, long story short, yeah, it's expensive, but it actually is not when because you're not locked into the long term with the phone as well. But like right now, it's kind of funny because they fucked up the contract anyways. They're causing me to have to go and upgrade my phone early. I wouldn't be upgrading my phone if I had an Ultra. You get what I mean? And I'm kind of I'm a little upset about it. And then I was like, you know what? Whatever. We'll go to update, and I'll go to this 25 because mine's a 24. And I think I'm either going to get, I wanted the fan edition. You know how he told me it didn't exist? That was a lie. It was the one before it. So he might have got mixed up. It was the 20-something else that didn't have the fan edition. Now, the new 25 has the fan edition, and it's cheaper than the original. But I don't know if cheap is the way I'm going to go. I might get the fucking Ultra 25 because it comes with the pen and all that and stuff that I actually would use. But more than anything, I think that I'm going to use that expensive piece of hardware to film some of my videos. Because, listen, I can still get an outer source of a camera, but I'm going to need a decent one. And I think you can't beat the quality on the camera of a Samsung. So, it's not ideal, but it's also like, it's definitely, if you know what you're doing, they're decent phones. But they're also really good cameras. Hell, one of them's a wide angle 200 megapixel, so it's made for like content creation. But that's if you get the ultra version. But like I said, I was just bringing it up because I had been doing the research. I know I'm going to eventually have to help her because I gave her my hand-me-down phone, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I was asking about this one, because if I got to pay it off and hand it down to her, that would be totally fine by me. But then I realized that this fucker's locked to the fucking AT&T. So when I do get my new phone, I don't like that. I like unlocked phones. You're not going to sit here and tell me where I can and can't go with something. Right. And when you pay an extra $30 for an unlocked phone, it doesn't make sense. Right. They used to try to, charge you an arm and a leg, but now it's like, yeah, whatever. Because I can go. Matter of fact, I already went. I went to the Samsung website. They're even offering financing on their website now. So yeah, phone companies are fucked. Like they literally will give you 1 year, same as cash, same deals. Yep, except you're going straight to the manufacturer. And they have a business. I didn't even, like, if you have a business, you can go to Samsung and get a business plan with them instead of going through the phone company. I was like, what? I know. That's what I said. I'm like, huh. But they haven't been doing this very long.
All our bills anyway.
Right. And
you have to have a phone.
Well, that's exactly. And it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird because, now that I've gotten older, I used to be horrible with phones. Now that I actually see, but they were all those $60 pay-as-you-go phones. The moment I got my first, expensive phone, it's like I didn't like this fucker's worth a lot of money.
Yeah, I remember Barry saying, "Yeah, Tyler put it on the back of the truck, and he ran over it." And I'm like, "Well, I can't say shit. I ran over my own computer, so."
I destroyed many a fucking cheap phones, man.
I know. It's like, well, Tyler destroyed another phone.
Oh well. Or they'd get stolen. Now, like, fuck, man, I ain't gonna lie. I take good care of it. I got I believe it. I got a pair of those cheap Bluetooth headsets. Somebody gave me one to try to hook up for them. And long story short, I figured it out and how to connect it. It was a little confusing. and the damn code that was in the phone was a one-time use phone for the app. Like, it gives you, like, kind of like yours, a premium access.
Yeah.
And it was a one-time premium access code.
What?
So, I cooked his fucking code on my account, trying to figure out how to do it. Because he gave it to me and said, please figure these out. Well, I figured it out.
Oh, we can tell you the update on Iran. They have now shot over 200 people that are shooting women because they're like you said, they're taking off the hijabs.
Yep.
And they're shooting them
They're
in
everywhere,
their cars.
too.
If they see a woman without a hijab, they're shooting them. So,
Yeah.
listen.
That's sad, though. But we're actually responding.
The Qataris, and who else was it, David? The Qataris, Israel, somebody else, the nation Israel,
Yep. And it's fucking mind-boggling because never would you think that those teams would ever work together. Never. But it gives me goosebumps. It's beautiful to think that, no, we're not going to let you treat fucking women like this. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean?
They said this can't last forever because no commercial planes, no thing in or out.
Oh, it's going to get ugly. Yeah, it's going to get ugly.
They said the Ayatollah Khomeini is breaking out because he knows what's coming in the US.
Oh, he just threatened. He already said a couple hours ago, I warned you and I told you, don't shoot people. I mean, this is the exact word. This is what he meant. And I told you we would protect innocent people, is basically what he said. And then they asked him, like, what do you mean? And he's like, I'm not, he didn't clarify, but we know what it means.
Right. Well, he's moved whatever his visual, whatever writer, but still, his whole still is over there right now and at secret location waiting to go. They said that the skies are quiet and nobody knows what's happening. And now it's come out what happened. You remember about their nose leaking and all that?
Okay.
And when they got Maduro, and the people said they were puking blood in their nose and they were bleeding from the ears.
Where?
In Venezuela.
Okay.
When they stopped Maduro, they said it was only 20 soldiers that came out of a helicopter, and they were firing 300 rounds per minute, is what it seemed.
Jesus.
And he said that they had to jump back because a weapon was used. That's when they were saying, don't fuck with the United States, that there were weaponry what surpasses anything we've ever heard of or know, and the way that 20 military people was all it took out of those helicopters to go in and get Maduro.
Right.
But
a few strike teams working together, that was all.
Peter Ducey was invited from Fox News to the training center, and yes, they used a weapon, but it was a sonic weapon.
Yeah, supersonic waves.
And, yes, and it goes on millimeter waves or something like that.
Yeah, it's a very strong vibration.
And it can be activated from 1,000 meters away.
It rattles your insides. Yeah, it's pretty far, 1,000 meters, give or take.
Well, basically, it's like cook shit. It goes from 55 degrees to like
it's a type of microwave, except microwaves are short-waved. This is a very long wave.
Long wave, yes. So they admitted it, and the U.S. said, yeah, we got it. Trump's like, sure do. We used it. Yep. And so that's probably what they'll use if they have to go in after Khomeini.
That and oh man, they've got a lot, man. They're getting to play with all their tech that they haven't gotten to touch.
Yeah, exactly.
They've had it, but they're just not allowed to use it.
Do you remember years and years ago that we had people in Cuba?
Oh yeah, It proves a lot of things, If people think about it now.
Bust their eardrums.
People had the main one was the headaches and the fucking nausea. Because you can do it on a lower beam frequency that doesn't cause so much damage, but it causes fucking massive headaches.
Well, apparently that was from a foreign adversary, is what they're saying, and that the United States realized what it was, but they lied to the American people and started working on the technology and upgraded it, and they masterclass have it. They've got it captured.
To
They know how
me,
to use it.
to me, I don't think anyone else has it other than us. I want to say the CIA was the first to use it, and they had to figure a way to cover it up. That's just me. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion, mother.
What foreign adversary they said
See,
was a foreign
damn it, I'll be
adversary.
damned. You just literally just like made me fucking feel like I'm right. Wow. So they're saying that they won't come out and outright.
Yeah, they don't.
Huh.
Because normally they say it was China.
Well, yeah, especially if it's one of those.
They're like, no, it's a foreign adversary that attacked
So if-
our embassy. Because why would we attack our own embassy?
See, exactly. Exactly. And I'm telling you that if it was anyone that would ever do something trickery like that, that would be the CIA. They do weird shit. They attack their own people. They always are pushing beyond. I'm not saying that they did do it. I'm just saying that that would be one of the theories that I would lean.
Well, maybe they found out that those people were dirty or taking money or something. They're just like, well, fuck them, man. We're gonna
do it.
This weapon on them. We ain't got nobody else to try it on. We don't want to try it on our soldiers. We can't get anything to public, so let's try it on these.
Tell you what.
And they perfected it.
Talking about all this politics and weird shit. I watched a documentary last night, and it was just a fucking very interesting documentary. It doesn't perfectly align on what we're talking about, but it does when we talk geopolitical. Do you ever remember a guy that was bald that worked for Microsoft? And in the 2001, he basically, long story short, he ran for maybe like a Senate maybe or something, and he ended up losing, right? And long story short, he ended up flying over to different places in Europe, and one of the places was Russia. And this guy gets accused by the FBI of kidnapping his son during a court battle. Yeah. And typically, Mama, I know you know this. The government doesn't get involved on a what do you call that, on a federal level when it comes to children and their, well, right, and when it comes to children and how they're going to be handled, it's the state's responsibility. However, and I didn't even know this, let's say, Mom, let's use our family as an example. Let's say that you had me and the court ordered you to give you over to Mark, me over to Mark. And you said fuck it. And you said no. Then you wouldn't, but check this out. So then you go, and we're going to say you left Ohio and you went to South Carolina, okay? And then you tell a judge, oh no, I want to get my case heard in South Carolina. South Carolina turns around and says, doesn't make sense. And quite frankly, you haven't been for 6 months. All of a sudden, something, X, Y, and Z happens behind closed doors. And all of a sudden, there's an appeal. And time goes by, and now it's 4 months. And all of a sudden, the case bounces back. They issue a bench warrant for her because she's not listening. Follow right at there at the 5-month mark, the third appeal comes. Now they're saying, we're getting tired of dealing with it. If she's over in that state, pass it back over to that court with no, whatever that. So they pass it back over to South Carolina. South Carolina has to accept at this point because Ohio's gotten fed up, right? And it's your residence, and she's not pleading to the applicable laws that in the judge's order. Now, South Carolina finally gets the first hearing. But before that hearing, there is a closed-door, something called a closed-door remediation or something. I've never heard of it. and it's where no lawyers are allowed in. It sounded fucking weird. And basically, Mom, you meet with someone. They won't say who, and they're somebody in the court system and some figure. We don't know who. Okay? After you meet, exactly 7 days from that day, there is an arrest warrant put out for Mark. And the arrest warrant says that he has kidnapped me. Now, at this point, I have moved on and I'm in Mexico. Okay? But I'm 18 and all this is past and gone. Now, the FBI wants that lockup Mark because, quote unquote, when you take a child out of the United States during a custody battle, it turns into felonious kidnapping. And it turns into a federal thing because, obviously, so with all that being said, this guy gets on TikTok and says, hey, I'm fucking intelligent. But just like with anybody else, he loves attention and he wants to put his story out there. So the people on the internet start to watch it, and then you get people who start to pick it apart. And long story short, his son comes out here recently in like 2010, which is not recently, but recently enough to clear up this 20-year-long story, and says that he has contacted the FBI and told him that he is not missing, because then, between the time that he was kidnapped and the time that they put him on the FBI's most wanted list, they moved him from being wanted to the most wanted list. And now he's something else. He's on the, and now as of, present day, he's on some kind of Interpol and he's in the top 10. And if he goes to any place that is extraditable, he's gone. He's gone. He's and I bring all this up because he doesn't know, but it's funny because he ends up going to seek asylum in Russia. And Russia accepts it because they have damn near 100% rate from the U.S. Now, he ends up getting sick in like somewhere between 2017 and the type of sickness that he had covered 9 different debilitating diseases. And frequent bleeds of the nose, renal failure, something wrong with the muscles, the heart, everything that could go wrong was going wrong. And so he ends up getting better finally, and it takes like almost a decade. And now people kind of have pulled the story and taken it apart. One dude took 8 years studying. Like, we got these people that are dedicated, man, to find out, okay, yeah, this is what you told us, this is what we can figure out. He went through all his pictures and he said, yeah, some of the best people. Like, there's this dude, I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but he can look at a picture with about 80-something 5% accuracy. Look at the background, if it's like outside or something like that, and it's got like a landmark, he can fucking tell you where it's at without a computer. I know, that's fucking scary, man. People are like amazed, and I'm beyond amazed. That's fucking a great talent. There's a game called GeoGuessr. It just goes to random Google places in the world. He can consistently score 90% in the game. No one does. So anyways, the guy ends up figuring out that there's something going on between him and his wife. What he doesn't really tell you is, yeah, he got remarried in Russia, right? The girl he ended up married, the girl's parents. That's what I'm saying. The girl's parents were up there. They were some kind of engineer for those new fighter jets they made in 2020. Their parents were the ones that helped build it. and they're literally like hold secrets in their brains. You know what I mean? The time he claims he was sick would have been the times that they figured out that he worked at a small computer shop. And then they found information under a pseudonym, like a nickname online, right? And what they think, like you, they think it was either a spy, but what is it that, you know, it's more than what the U.S. government said. You don't get on the Interpol's most wanted for fucking custody. But that's what it says on paper when you look it up. I'm thinking they know more and they want to get him in there. And who knows, you know what I mean? But I think that he knows a lot more than he's letting on. Because he was over there in Saudi Arabia. He was selling Windows and computers over there. Yeah.
Well, we made ribs, potatoes, and what else did David? Oh, baked beans. And I'm fucking awesome. That I can cook to even take home. And I'm making a tuna casserole with peas and carrots. Okay, that's what David. There's this time for fish. Get away from our fish. We got to eat fish at least twice a week.
Oh, shit.
3 times at least twice.
Right.
Meal kits.
Yeah.
Again, I got some mahi-mahi, and I got some chicken burgers. And then I ordered some grass-fed beef and stuff like that. But anyway,
Good.
because he feels better, and I feel better when I eat better. But I thought maybe tomorrow, if they're cooking, and they're coming tomorrow, it's spending the night, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm wanting some lo-mein.
Huh.
We're either going to do that or Mexican.
Okay. Well, at least we got it figured out already.
Anyway, I'll have casserole for you to take home, and ribs, and potatoes, and baked beans, so far. So,
Excellent.
I'm cooking again, trying to clean up the kitchen, wash up this box of meat, but you can help me, and cook up, and not freeze it.
Oh. Jesus Christ. Damn. What is your problem? God, you fucking wasted all that. I liked them. I just like beans though, so. Oh no, they were hearty too, so it's hard to eat a bunch of it. That's another issue. I took a whole fucking tall thing home. I should have took the whole pot. Mama, we did. I was about to say, like, yeah. I mean, I wasn't. Yeah, but when I was there, it was still fresh. You get what I'm saying? We just had a gap in between, so it landed in between that gap, though. So that's what sucks. So it's really not your fault. It just happens. Yeah. Yeah, let's adjust. I'll try. Well, that'll work for me. We'll do our best, though. Good.
Attempting to evade capture. Beginning
No, you can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't do everything.
He always wants leftovers, but he never eats
Well, then,
leftovers.
here's what we'll do. We're gonna buy a small 6 by 6 inch whiteboard, and we're gonna get a magnet, and we're gonna put it on the refrigerator.
Okay.
And this works really well. And then I can also utilize AI. We'll take the last 20 minutes as I'm getting ready to leave, and we'll do what we call the two refrigerator double check. And I'll have a note section for food, and we'll get, because all the organizing we're doing is actually helping us. I've actually noticed that ever since you said that shit about the armoire, I've been using organizational techniques, and I swear to God, they're pushing me into remembering things. So.
Yes, me too. You know how great it is to walk in there, especially now.
Oh yeah. Well,
it's
just, I took what you said and I turned it into a detailed review for Walmart.
You did?
Yeah. I bought it from Walmart. Yours particularly. Yeah, yours particularly. I bought it from Walmart. And I said, what I thought about it. And I said, but here's what I bought it for. And I bought it for my mother. And I said, I used those pictures. So that's why I'm so happy, because I was talking to Shane Jones, and he was like, you really got to try to start doing more reviews. He's like, especially when you pay for them. He's like, because most people, they get the free products. People don't, it's great and all, but when you pay for something, you just tend to tell the truth. You're also not bought and paid for. And the way that I explain, yeah, no, it's got to.
They're all right there. I've got them organized. I know where everything. I can't believe I didn't know I didn't bring anything. I'm so stupid.
Well, it happens. I would have eventually figured it out for you, because I would have been like, what the hell? I bought these 4 rings. Like, what the shit?
Yeah, I've got it. Damn, nothing is full. I hardly have any room left in it.
Well, good. That's great. Now you can utilize your smaller things.
Yes. Because you know they're going for the armoire. That's all of my costume jewelry. That's jewelry. And they'll go for that. So hopefully they will probably get you.
Well, and it locks, but it may not be the greatest lock, but if somebody is running in the room and trying to snatch, hey, that will. You got it. They always do. So I did good this year. It's like if you think about it, it was an organizational Christmas for both of you. I got him a gun thing and you a jewelry thing. It's not. It's broke.
No, he doesn't. He said I was so excited I couldn't wait to get my hands on it and get it here because he wants to do that room. Like I said, I cleaned shit out and she went behind me and
Yeah.
The rest of it.
Trust me, I would have not got as much done if you wouldn't have already cleared a path.
Right. So, and that's what was my aim. He was so down yesterday. He said, I was so excited to get that. He said,
well, it'll get there. You just got to give it time. Well, I mean, I hate to say it, truth be told, if it wasn't so damn expensive, I would have hired the build team. They offer build teams now. Yep, it was. Yep. Yeah, well, but if it's already put together, it is kind of nice. I mean, for me, it would be great. But the build team, they want $90 to build it. I was like, well, that's a little fucking steep. I mean, I might even take up that job. Like, what the fuck, dude? $90? But then again, man, they probably do. They're probably fast as shit and do these things every day. Because once you start practicing, you get good.
Well, I'm telling you, if this T shit works on David and all this great mullet stuff, if it seems to be, because he said a couple of days he'll be okay for a couple of days, and he just for a couple of days, it was terrible.
Yeah, it doesn't help with the weather.
Right, and it's very connected to the weather. So we're going to see how this works, and if this works for him, it gives him relief and a better quality of life. Shit, we need to start growing some great mullets somewhere. I don't have all the room to do it. I don't know where we're going to do it.
Shane will give you some room.
Really?
I mean, yeah, he's got 3 acres behind his house, plus he's got other land.
There's
So
nothing at all. All we got to do is drop the seeds and let the rain do it.
I've already got, the starters.
Yeah.
And then once you start them, they'll continue to pour out everywhere because they are every 3 years. So.
Well, there's no business in South Carolina that I can find online that sells it. I had to have this.
That's kind of, yep.
And we've got good growing weather, so hell, that might
Same
be in your
same thing.
business.
Same thing about moringa. People, they literally offer people money to grow the moringa. That's how fucking
And we could do it under KvK and do KvK and KvK help.
The KvK outdoors basically is our little garden and stuff. We could definitely put it under that, and Shane's interested in growing and he's got a little land. So yeah, I mean, and the great thing is like a mullen can grow in a pot. I've already done it.
Okay, what he needs is he needs to get some fucking, let us plant that, and then he needs to raise emus.
Okay, I got you.
He's got land, and that emu.
There was a little area. All we'd have to do is help him build up the fences by the cheap wire.
And all that.
Yep, and then because he's had goats and he's got chickens right now again, so he started his chickens back up, and there is how
How you feeling, sweetie?
things get logged.
You don't look okay. You all right? Okay, you still really tired. Next one, after we get his, this chemotherapy is what's taking place. If they help it.
Yeah, well, yeah, makes sense.
But yeah, that might be our venture. We may again because it's just like moringa and stuff like that. Animals have to be taken emu and moringas and great mullets. What do you think of me now?
I was okay. End up with a fucking new type of outdoor KvK outdoors exotic blends.
Yep. Do some eucalyptus. They also recommended eucalyptus for David for his condition. And listen, this can help people have lymphedema, not just David, all over the globe. Imagine how many people in South Carolina should look at it. AI, there are any stats on how many people have lymphedema. Because if it works,
I bet that
we may have found our next business.
I bet that if you look into it, I bet there's ways you could study the plants that have nerves in them. I bet that would be a good way to do stem cell for nerves. Because they obviously have electrical current and they obviously react to touch. So there's something there. I've kept my Fiducia alive.
We got cowboy hats. I'll put me a cowboy hat on and say, this is KvK Health Farm.
There, that's right.
Micro Health Farm.
I was told yesterday I've got a damn brand out a new gaming hat this year. My hats are getting old. Well, I haven't done one since 2022, so I figured I could do a 2025 version. Say it existed then, whatever cares, and then do the new one this year. And then a cowboy straw type looking like leathers type. That would be a good idea though, like an outdoors. I need to develop a logo for KvK Outdoors.
Yep.
I already got the, I already have,
Tree of Life or something. You know, the Tree of Life. I have
yeah.
the Tree of Life on my rug.
I differentiate by putting a Z at the very end of outdoors.
Right.
So,
Right.
and plus KvK is,
Right.
but anyways, yeah, I mean, I do need to try to think about it. Well, there's some form, just don't know what way to go with it. And, you know, like if I do a tree, it would be cool to do like maybe a tree of life that's an int. That's like, because I'm all about living like things. So like make it like a living tree.
Yes.
But try to
Tree of
customize
life,
it that.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it would be cool to have like a sun hat
It would be
to sell.
turning a tragedy or an obstacle in life and turning it into something good. Not only helps you, but even said it over and over. If I'm a guinea pig and can help another person,
Yeah, that's great.
try it.
And I think on top of all that, things have been lining up in a weird way. Like, okay, I had to upgrade my website page, and I had to damn go with a different type of approach. And the only way that I could get it to work the way that I wanted to was to basically purchase a package, and that package includes 5 other types of domains. In other words, KvKGsG.com. I've got 5 other ones that I can do. So I can actually do KvKOutdoors.com. Or I could, you know, make it a sub handle however I want, you know. But, yeah. And quite frankly, what I'm getting at is the biggest thing is you could keep it simple as pie and be like, hey, you know, go to the KvK Outdoors website. You can go to social media, talk, and do whatever. But if you want to buy any of our merchandise, you go to that website. And then we would have complete control of the transaction. That way, I could take it and actually anybody's credit cards, I would basically move them offline once they've been used. Because I don't trust anyone holding anyone's information. And I don't understand why they don't do that. Because there is a method where you can hold things and then you can, what they call cold box them. Like you can upload them to a server, and once they're used, that server is disconnected from. And then the information that was just used is deleted. I mean, but it takes more time.
Right.
Because you have to go, then the server has to be connected, which means it has to go hot. And it's basically a connect disconnect feature to keep hackers from but exactly.
Yeah.
And they can still steal it, mama, don't get me wrong. When you're talented, you're talented.
Right.
However, most of I want to say 75% of these hacks, they're just finding back doors, which means they're finding little holes that were not supposed to be there. One of the most popular things, though, was people using the same password. And I don't know everything about it, but from what I can tell, they'll run your whole entire, like, you know how you, like, have your profile and your different whatevers? Some people, and I don't know how, it doesn't work with everyone. However, with, I'm guessing, simpletons, they can run it through an AI, like massive amounts of data that you have on Instagram. And then they take Facebook and they take them all and they mix them in a big pot and they cook it up inside of AI. And then AI will spit out a bunch of one-worded passwords and different types of numbers and different ones. Then you can take that information to another program, right, that's customized, and it's called a brute attack. And this program comes in and it basically rapidly types the password and hits enter for you, right? And then it just goes from the list that it built, it continues to try them over and over. That is why you see, you know how when, like, we get frustrated, you have tried 3 times or 10 times, and you're locked out of your account for 30 minutes. That is why they put those on. That is that is the only reason they've done those, because of brute force attacks. Because eventually, if you brute force something, say I brute force my attack, my account. If I did this for 7 days straight, for 24 hours a day, they're going to figure out my password eventually. Now, depending on how many, and that's why, like, it's important, because, like, the more numbers, the more letters you use, the more chances you basically up it by. You know, it's 3 letters is like 10,000, but if you capitalize one of those letters, you just upped it more. You know what I mean? So each character makes password a little bit harder. But I think it's amazing that they can do all this shit.
You know what I thought of? We could put this shit on a horse with KvKGsG, and we're going to be like a emotional horse feed. She could let that riding a horse through the moringa and Great Mullen things, and this is for your health.
I guess if you think that would work, I don't know.
Yeah, guys would be like, ooh, here.
We'd have to get the moringa growing first.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do
Just
that.
talking future.
Yeah, I get you. I got you. Not a bad idea though, as far as I'm concerned, especially if you can set up a sell and buy system.
Like get on Shopify or something like that and get this word out there, because if this Great Mullen works for David, and I'm going to tell his doctors about it, because I always
beautiful.
do. I tell them, like, you know, hey, we're doing this, we're doing that.
Yeah.
You know, they need to get on the gravy train here. The pharmaceuticals.
They're not going to, Mama. They have their own business. What you need to do is get the word out and exactly do what you're talking about. Because, yeah, you can tell them and, yeah, you can plead with them. But at the end of the day, they're the boogeyman that's sleeping with the devil, because they may not mean harm, but at the end of the day, they're not going with holistics. They're not going with any of that. Now,
Tyler, the Amish have the lowest cancer rate, the lowest.
but they have a lot of. They've got a lot of natural remedies. Yes, you could say that, but they also live a different life than us.
Yeah, of the whole globe, they have a better fertility rate. They have upwards of 10 children.
And you can take pages from them, as we should, but people don't really but people don't pull the pages. They don't. Like, just having that book gives me an exceptional advantage, because just having the insight, you know.
That bitch was as expensive as Bree's fucking $5.
If you don't notice any information, I mean, we're in the informational age. That book is for free online, but yet people still buy the damn book. I think it's interesting. Well, if I wanted it for free, I could fucking download it, and I could keep it for free even if the internet went out. But the point is some people want a book.
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, it's nice to have the convenience, but I prefer to read books. And the older you are, the more you feel that way.
A bunch of fucking papers and shit, even if you've read
them
all.
Well, and it's just different. Yeah, I mean, I have read a book on my phone before, but mainly what I do is, let's say I'm working, like in the garage, I love to put a podcast on, or I'll let Audible, and I'll let Audible read a book. It is perfect, because you can get work done, your hands are free, you can hear a good story, and you can get a lot done. So it's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go in there. And,
okay.
Like I said, I'm trying to keep the kitchen clean. I'll need you to take the trash out. I put it on the little.
Of course. You're talking about nonsense.
You know,
you're wasting breath. Yeah, I'll be doing all that, Mom.
I put it on. I'm telling you, I put it on the brown pad.
Yeah, got you. That's what it's there for, Mama. You better put it on the fucking brown pad, whatever. That shit. Ugh. Them bags, cheap.
Well, I told David I don't want, like, down in the bottom. I was like, let's not scrape shit into, because I was cooking dinner last night. He started to put, like, the scraps in the bottom. I said, don't put liquid in it for the bag.
Yeah, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, and weaken it.
Bottom, yeah. So I said, just put hinges and things like that, stuff we revoke in paper and shit like that. I'm trying to do a little better.
Good.
Next week, maybe I'll start composting. I don't know. We'll see.
I say you go in the far corner somewhere and just do it.
Yep.
It's in here and there. I've already been dumping food everywhere.
Yep.
You'd be surprised. All right, Mama. Get to it. I'll get a form. All right, I'm gonna get back from.
News on the Great Mullen.
That's great. We'll continue to push forward. And,
yep, absolutely.
I'll give you. We'll catch up tomorrow, and if you need me, you know where I'm at.
All right, what time are you coming?
Oh, same usual time.
Okay.
Oh, that might
well, sometimes you come late.
Well, if I do, I'll be there all night, so I can work as long as I need. But I don't. It just depends, Mama. I mean, I'll text you though.
Okay, honey.
All right.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Okie dokie.
Either Kenzo or Mexican.
Sounds fine to me.
All right, honey. Bye.
All right. Love you. Bye bye.
Love you.
Bye bye. All right. Phone call's over.
How much content left on Fallout 4?
I'd say probably after I get done with this dumb shit. I got Far Harbor. Come on, help me out. Help me out. I'm dead. I'm stuck in the wall. I couldn't move. Man, what a glitchy fucking faggot ass game, bro. Fuck you! Anyways, back to your question. Goddamn cunt, motherfucker. Oh, just fucking, probably never, because I've been stuck on fucking Nukaworld forever now. But yeah, once I finish Nukaworld, we've got about half the story. You know I won't struggle with the story at all. I've already finished the other two, which was the Mechanist. And then, I want to say, bruh, it should be done by episode 175. We're on 160 now, so 15 more episodes. So I'd say less than 10 hours, 20. So less than 20 hours, I would say 10 hours would be about. It just depends on how many more times that I frequently die over and over on like simple shit. Being that it's on survival mode, not trying to make excuses, but it just fucks me because I can't quick save and you know, like play the system to the left. But it makes me a better gamer at the end of the day. Turn around. That was wild as hell, bro. What in the shit? No wonder everybody died in here. Get down tower. That reminds me of the Tower of Terror because of like the way that it's designed. About to be Tito time. Shit's stupid. Alright. Alright, I gotta shoot.